It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
Better be.
fun. It's gonna be fun. Hey, we're gonna have. Are we, guys? Are you ready to have fun?
Yeah.
Baby, yeah.
Yeah. Are you hyped to have fun?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah. What Rangers are we?
Fun Rangers.
I'll
How
take
did you
that.
guess?
I'll take that. I'd take that. I was gonna say Henshin Rangers. We're live. And
Surprise.
and we're here to do some fun Henshin Rangering. Drew is going to be our GM this evening. But before I pass everything over to Drew, really quick at the top of what we always do at the top of our streams is thank some of our recent followers. So Lee337, thank you very much. Cyber Hero, Glitter Nuke, +1 Bow, Saber 400. Oh boy, Ralk1, very apologies, and Squiggle Brain. Thank you guys all for following. We really appreciate as everybody joins, more and more people join the Critterverse.
I think it's you that's got the squiggle brain, Tyler.
Oh, it's so true. It's sad and true. But how's everybody doing? Well, people are kind of people are rolling in. I expect some stuff in the chat here soon, but I thought we would check in and see how everyone is.
Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm ready for this to start.
I'm pretty excited, to be honest.
Oh.
I don't care if we know what we're doing or not. It will be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, by the way, we don't know what we're doing.
No.
Please follow through, but we'll be fine.
Yeah, we have a fake follow. Shooting the Crit unfollowed and refollowed us to try and get more attention. So.
Unbelievable.
You probably shouldn't even acknowledge it at all.
I know. I probably shouldn't.
Maxed out to dry.
Yeah. So Drew,
Put me on blast.
so Drew, this is your first time. Is this your first time GMing anything?
This is my first time GMing. I'm excited. I have written things in the past. I've written plays. I've written scenes. I've done a bunch of other stuff like that. I've done a lot of performing, but this is the first time taking anybody through a game in a tabletop RPG sense. For people that may not know, I'm really new to this stuff. Starfinder is kind of the first real thing I've been a part of. So I've really only been playing games like this for how long have I been doing this now?
3 years? 3 years or so?
Yeah, about 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah, it's wild, huh?
Wow. So to go through a little bit of this system, it is called Henshin. And you can find it at henshingame.com. It is by Cave of Monsters Games, and it is a storytelling RPG that is set around one of those colorful costumed team up adventure people. Some people know them as Sentai teams. Some people know them as Power Rangers. Obviously, they can't use for legal reasons the term Power Rangers, but Henshin is actually the word that is used as the term in Sentai shows in Japan and in Tokusatsu shows, which are kind of like your Ultraman and your Masked Rider, Kamen Rider, as their change between their normal human selves and their superpowered ranger self. And this is a game that does not have any dice, so I at least am doing a little bit of something easy for me there. Another thing about this game is that you're supposed to come together as a group and figure out together what you want your theme to be, what you want your team composition to be made up of. But I did it for everybody because I had a really fun idea that I wanted to do, and I wanted to get art made, so we went ahead and did that. You're going to see some art that I sourced from other places, but all of our Ranger art is from Steak and Potatoes. Seth from so he did the art for that, and I want to thank him again for doing that. Now,
Thanks, Seth.
this game operates.
That was the creepiest look I have ever seen.
Seth, thanks so much for the art.
Thanks, Seth. Hey, Seth.
Appreciate the art. Seth?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a wholesome evening. You're turning into nightmare fuel.
So with that said, we'll talk a little bit more about this as we get into the game, because when combat begins, there are going to be things called turns, and turns are light turns, regular turns, and heavy turns, and everybody can do different things at different times based on the tokens that they earn. Regular turns don't earn any tokens, but they don't spend any tokens. Light turns earn tokens, and heavy turns spend tokens. And each character has different things that that they can do. So we'll get into.
Can I throw that up on the screen, Drew?
Yeah, go ahead.
Our sample. We've got a sample for you. There you go. People hopefully can see what Drew's talking about here.
Gotta wait for it to load on the Twitch stream. So, for example, this is the Red Rangers sheet, and it's got, you know, some of the character creation stuff on the side. But as you look at it, you see their heavy turn. They can use a weapon to drive off an opponent or transform when danger appears. But that takes a token. But they might earn a token by heading into danger alone or failing to react and suffering consequences. Meanwhile, while all these turns are happening, as the GM, I get the narrator, I get to do different turns based on what they do, and I don't have to worry about tokens. So,
That's cool.
so it's going to be awesome to get into this chromatic countdown of fun. So, I don't know. Do you guys, as players, have any questions before we get started? I know we haven't really talked about this ahead of time, other than looking at your sheets.
I think the best way is to probably dive into it, because I feel like we're gonna be learning as we go anyway, so may not try to confuse ourselves further.
I'm just excited.
I do have one question. Do we
Okay.
start with any tokens, or do we have to earn them?
You have to earn them.
Okay.
Okay.
I say I will, as part of the story, you need a token to do one particular action that we are just going to do as part of the story.
Drew, one of the light turns I have that allows me to gain a token is to talk smack to someone more powerful than you. Since you are the GM and you are more powerful than me, if I talk smack to you, can I gain tokens?
Mine is ask someone, why doesn't someone take me seriously? I feel like I'll be asking that a lot.
I can't wait. We should save some of these as a little bit of a surprise, but
Yeah.
I'm so pumped.
Welcome, Gemini Child 34. Yes, this is what we look like. We should also mention this is our once a month Patreon stream, which is really cool that we're getting the opportunity to do this. And
production value through the roof with this one.
Shooting the crit what color is which? Well, my team, they decided to dress for the occasion, much like all of the Power Rangers in the shows.
You got to
only wear their color when they're not Rangers. Those will be the colors that they will be wearing tonight, and I cannot wait for it. So, without further ado, yes, and Jabert is wearing pink, as well as a pink Boston hat.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I got double pink.
It does look a little bit like he just washed a white shirt with a red shirt.
I mean,
it's light red.
It's cheaper than buying a new shirt.
Pink is basically.
It's light red.
I love it.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this without getting too nervous.
Let's do it.
In deep space, a massive ship, tall, almost like the skyline of a city. Move! Let me see these scans. Excellent. Mistress, we have found another piece of the spark. I have already ordered the change of course. Does the board know about this yet? No, I thought it wise to tell you first. Oh, thank you, my dear bear. Now wake your brother. I will be needing his services. Meanwhile, in the town of Mesa Silverado, the mayor has noticed a troubling trend. The local youth don't seem to have much of a connection to their town or its history. So he has created a new outreach program to bring teenagers from the high school to help revitalize downtown, not only to help out the existing businesses, but to come up with new youth-friendly things to put in some of the vacant spots. We join our team on Saturday morning, bright and early, as the first group of students is scheduled to meet with their advisor, Miss Hepburn. The group you have assembled here is special because these were chosen specifically to help out Main Street, the chief, biggest thing as part of this program. So Miss Hepburn asks, "Oh, who's here first? Let's see. So who thinks they've showed up first?"
Obviously, my character. Like, I was here before she was. She was sleeping in, having some coffee.
So Patrick, tell us a little bit about your character.
So I'm playing Caleb, who is still some time away from it, but has already written the valedictorian speech that he's going to give when he graduates from Mesa High. And this is only like the 60th thing down on his list of college application kind of fodder that he's going to be doing. But he was like the one that like dropped the idea with the mayor to do like a revitalization program. And then he was also the one that made it not optional for his fellow classmate, but they might not know that yet. So yeah, straight A students, does a ton of things around the community, and almost all of them are in service of getting into Stanford and getting in there with like a full ride if he can do it.
Awesome. So Billy, listen to me.
Yeah, that is not my name.
So Caleb is excited about this project, taking credit for the idea.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, he looks very professional in blue and has like a hard hat on, which is like not required at all, but looks like a site manager. Perhaps has a clipboard and a small backpack.
Is he carrying a briefcase for no good reason?
No, but he is that student that carries a briefcase at high school for his books and stuff. Not like a super nerd or anything, just like super studious. He's liked well enough by all of his classmates, but does not really engage too much socially, just because that's not something that goes on your permanent record. That does not get you into Stanford.
Gotcha. All right, who's next? Who's the second person to arrive?
Probably me.
All right, Jabert, who's your character?
I'm playing Riley. Riley is a sort of a cut up with a heart of gold, and he is here because he got in trouble for cutting class, but it was for a very good reason. I assure you, it's only the best reasons for cutting class for me.
McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, and so got in a smidge of trouble for skipping French class, and now I had the choice to either go to Saturday school or to do this.
Tough choice.
I know,
So
but I get to spend the day outside now, which is great.
So given the option, outside of spending the day outside, does anything excite Riley about this program?
The opportunity for youth exploitation for capitalist ends is pretty fun. So yeah, yeah, I think Riley's way into this.
All
Free
right.
labor, gang. It's fun.
Wow.
All right.
Part of the summer is working for free for somebody else to make money off it.
Oh, we're still in the school year. It's not summer. It's
Oh, okay.
Still have to show up on Saturday, though.
Oh my gosh.
Tyler, who was your character and how do they feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my character would kind of wander in somewhere around in the middle. Neither early nor late, nor maybe specifically on time. 1 minute afterwards, we'll put it that. But my character's name is Flint McLean, which I was very fond of. And
What?
Flint McLean, MC capital Lean. Flint
You're-
McLean.
You're here to McLean the downtown area?
Yeah. oh
Oh,
man.
boy.
So
Like, did you bring a banner that says like "clean it up"?
McLean. Hashtag McLean it up. Yeah, no, no, I don't feel like he did. He probably didn't bring. Maybe he brought gloves that like his dad forced him to bring. Otherwise, he's probably just in like a pair of like canvas kind of pants and let's go with a white t-shirt. That's classic look. And he is just kind of like a casual guy. He's excited to do the project because he kind of figures like, oh, I'm never leaving this town, so I might as well do something, and maybe this will lead to something better. I don't think he has any aspirations to go to college. He's just gonna get out of high school and kind of pick up whatever he can. So in regards to the project, he's kind of thinking maybe there's going to be a good opportunity for him there.
Awesome. So Rebecca, how about your character?
My character's name is Cass. She is super laid back, but also if she has a downside, I will say I'm pretty sure she was in the same detention as Jabert's character.
Oh.
But she was not the one who actually did the thing she got in trouble for. She totally took the fall for someone. She's seen this person get in trouble a lot, and she saw what happened, maybe fibbed a little bit, but you know what? Like better her than them. And she can take it. She'll be fine. So she has a downside. It's that she maybe puts herself out there a little bit too much and takes the fall a little more than she should. But she's all about making sure everyone else is having fun and doing well and the best they can be. So as far as this project is concerned, her dad is actually a family friend of the mayor's, and he was over at dinner the other night and, convinced her dad that Cash should be a part of this project. So she's here for her dad and for her mayor family friend. Whatever everyone wants her to do, she's willing to do it. So, but she's mostly here to have fun and see all her friends. She considers everyone in the high school her friends, so.
One of those.
She doesn't know of anyone who doesn't like her, so she just likes everyone.
She refuses to accept that some people do not like her.
Yeah.
How could they possibly not?
Yeah. Very popular. Sounds like we have Miss Popular. That's reassuring.
All right, Miles.
So I'm playing Drexel Potestas. He goes by Drex. He recently moved to Mesa Silverado from Balam Heights after his father, who was a decorated air pilot, passed away. His mother wanted to get a fresh start, so she moved back to her hometown. And so moving from city to city due to his father's military career, it made him difficult to make friends. So he kind of adapted to kind of a loud, kind of punkish style, ripped jeans, hoodie, and a denim jacket with patches and stuff on it, just to put a streak of green in his hair, like just to stand out. So he's never lost in the sea of like maybe just being the new kid. But despite his rough kind of looking exterior, he's a pretty good-natured kid. He loves cracking jokes, usually at the wrong time, and finds the humor in everything. And so he's pretty kind of excited about the enrichment project just because he thinks it'll be an opportunity to make new friends, despite the fact that he's giving up his Saturday and despite the fact that he's absolutely the last one to roll in. Like, it probably looks like he rolled out of bed, like just threw his hoodie and jacket on and just popped in. So he's definitely the last one there.
He spent so much time in Balam Heights, he might have forgotten.
He
why
might
he was
have.
supposed to be there.
Well, you just have to blame that on his old GF. We are cracking wise with some Final Fantasy references.
That's some inside story.
So many deep cuts this week's episode. By the way, there's like some super deep FF8 cuts. Nobody's gonna get them, guys. Caleb has an extremely long and overly dramatic like sigh and head shake as he like checks off your name, Dreg, as you go up and like go ahead and like brings out his watch. Is like,
and Dreg's like, hey, better late than never.
Is it better late than never?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Cass came with a dozen donuts for everyone. So dig in.
Oh, yoink!
You get a check mark by your name, Cass.
100%. The first thing Drex does is just grab a donut. Does
anybody else have to double check when Patrick says Cass? Every time he says that, I'm like, what? Huh? Cass. Cass.
Oh.
No one else would.
Yeah, just me, I guess. Just me. That makes sense on some level, I guess.
Yeah, I get distracted when somebody says fumbuzzle, but
all the time.
Yeah.
All right. So Miss Hepburn has gathered everyone around and says, okay, all right, students. Well, now that we're all here, let's begin the tour. And as they start walking through what you see a number of open shops. You see, there's the local newspaper office. There's a coffee shop. What other things do you guys think you might see?
Krispy Kreme.
It's been established. It's canon. She got the donuts. She had to get the donuts from somewhere.
It's true. So if it's downtown area, probably a nice, maybe local ice cream shop. And it's probably definitely some boutique clothing stores and a sports bar or brewery.
An antique store. I just saw Toy Story 4, so. Yeah.
Outdoor seating, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, among a lot of these things that seem to be open and seem to be to have people in them, there are also a lot of vacant spaces, which is part of what the mayor wanted you guys to look into. So as you guys are walking down and seeing different stops, Miss Hepburn asks, now that you've seen a little bit of what is in this town, what sort of things do you think might revitalize this for the youth? This space here, does anybody have an idea what this larger space might be used for?
Oh, an arcade. We should build an arcade. That'd be awesome.
I'd be down for an arcade.
Yeah.
No. We need an open gymnasium, like something that all the public can use, kids can use.
There's like 12 Planet Fitnesses and 3 Gold's gyms here.
Yeah, but no one can afford those. I mean, how many kids do you know? Poor kids can't afford those things. We need something that's for the people.
You can run through the Mesa Highlands, but you cannot surf the web at our soon-to-be established new cyber cafe, where there is a complete open back area for silent study. There's no talking aloud.
Well, that sounds like a drag.
Well, yeah, I think the town really needs like a good maker space where everyone can sort of get together and collaborate on projects and really share ideas and make something really special for the town.
I like the idea of that, but that kind of requires that you be smart and stuff. I mean, like, shouldn't we do something that is good for everyone, that everyone can enjoy? Like an arcade. All you need is like a quarter.
Have you ever seen me craft a wooden dog in
I've seen you craft some killer moves at DDR.
Caleb checks his watch to see what year it is. Oh, it's not 1986. So the arcade probably is not going to be.
It's not.
Yeah, but good effort.
Oh, I just brain flash.
I imagined it was like 2019.
It's present day.
Okay.
I was assuming it was indeed.
I'd get you an arcade.
Do a discotheque.
Brain flash coming in. Juice bar.
Not-
I'm thinking
not
I'm
afraid.
thinking just a juice bar with all the bunch of like protein juices and vitamin juices.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. I have a compromise. What
Okay.
if we did an internet gaming store with a juice bar in it?
And when you lose at the games, it squirts the juice all inside your computer, and you really lose.
I mean,
As
And then
this
you have to fix the
conversation is happening,
computer.
Yeah, and that's why
As-
you need the makerspace.
as
Yeah.
this conversation is happening, a gentleman in a suit bursts through your group as if he is looking for something.
Excuse
Just
us.
bursts through, doesn't make eye contact, just keeps on going. Does anybody have a reaction to this?
for sure. I mean, I think that would definitely PO Flint, and you know, he would
Can I-
he would probably turn and he'd probably say something like, "Oh, if you're gonna be a bulldozer, we might as well put some lights on you, bro."
Can I take a light reaction and fail to react effectively, but just knocked over?
Yeah.
I
So-
do
Yeah,
like the
Cass would also take a light turn and be like, wait, who have they failed to protect? And then look on the ground and see Patrick's character.
I will also take a light turn and to act childish when someone expects better. So I probably run behind him and like yank his pants down.
Ah. His pants don't move, but he does.
Then I fail to react and cower, which gets me another token.
But
Give me token.
he does turn around.
Oh, creepy.
Hi.
Does he then say, "Get your hands off my pants"?
Oh no, it's Slender Man.
Oh no.
Hey,
Ah!
where's your face, man?
And then he turns around and races off to wherever he was going before.
Mrs. Hepburn, we need an adult.
Miss Hepburn is flabbergasted, just and as you start looking around, you notice that this very busy plaza area, this main street, is filled with numerous of these faceless people. These people that seem to be looking around, trying to find something. What reaction do you guys have to this?
I'm gonna show a soft spot to the wrong person or at the wrong time, and I'm gonna go up to one of these faceless monsters, and I'm gonna say, "Are you okay? Do you need help?"
And their arms start raising up and they start menacing you. Do you back up? Do you cower?
Nope. I gotta show weakness and show a soft spot for this thing to count. So I'm gonna. I'm just like, yeah, no, it's okay. Well, I'm gonna use my cell phone because it's the modern day, and I'm gonna call for help.
And he
And so I
knocks the
turn
cell
my-
phone out of your hand,
Oh no.
pushes you down to the ground.
Oh no. Jabert. What's your character's name again?
Riley.
Riley. I'm going to point out, I'm going to take a regular turn to point out the obvious to another and say, Riley, there's some X-Files stuff going on here. Don't make friends with these hideous Slendermen.
I call back. I'm in high school in 2019. I don't know what the X-Files is.
Very popular.
I'm gonna take a regular turn to act as a decoy to take the attention away from Riley, and just kind of walk up like, "Hey, man, what's your problem?"
As you do that, two more of these faceless men join to defend their.
Then I will take a light turn and get a token to fail to react and cower. So he's like, all right.
I'll take a regular turn to display reckless fighting technique and try to push them into each other and create a domino effect of the faceless men.
Oh, they push you right back, and before you know it, there are several more around you. You realize that now that you have become a threat to these people, they seemingly have you surrounded all throughout Main Street. And Spec Riley is spelled exactly how you typed it.
Hey, we should probably get out of here. Does there look like an area that they haven't surrounded us in?
There will be no escape from this, unfortunately, as these faceless creatures again. And all of a sudden, you hear from the end of Main Street. No, no, no. This won't do it all. Cut. No, we're just going to have to do something different here. All of a sudden, all of these faceless creatures freeze. And your attention turns to the end of the street as you see a figure standing underneath a slightly decrepit. Sorry, my thing is not working. Where'd that go? Marquis.
Ooh.
Come, children. Come over here. We have much to talk about. Quickly, this way now.
I'm sorry, Drew. I looked away for a moment. Did you just put on a beret?
Yes.
Okay,
you
good. Just
did.
wanted to make sure.
It's black on a black background.
Also, it's like I had to get down a little bit.
So you can see it. I see.
Now. This just certainly won't do. All of these creatures. Well, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about our story so far. My name is the Director, and I am here to tell you about the ways of the world. And to start, let's start with the spark. The spark of creativity, the spark that lights the fires of all artistic endeavors across the universe. For generations, the spark was held secure in the galactic capital, the heart of civilization and home to countless beings living in peace and prosperity. Paintings that stunned anyone who laid eyes on them, writings that stirred the souls of thousands of countless readers, music that could bring the hardest hearts tears of joy. Until the conglomerate came. Spending and acquiring and buying and selling, all for the sake of control. Their influence grew so quickly that capital leadership was taken completely off guard. We discovered that they had been using the spark themselves to inspire their own selfish endeavors. And when they desired total control of it to prevent the universe from all free thought, it was decided then to protect the spark and all peoples that it be broken down into different pieces and to hide those pieces on different planets to keep them safe. Your hometown is such a hiding place, but it appears we have been discovered. Bellatrix Dominata Apex Regna, Chief Executive Slaughterer of the Galactic Conglomerate, has finally found us. You have already encountered her yes men. Somewhere nearby, they are being led by some monster, possibly one of her CPAs, certified public assailants. Tough customers indeed, but luckily we have a few more ways to defend the spark. For you see, we learned how to use its power to imbue young people with extraordinary abilities. We call them Power Rangers.
Wait.
Like the TV show?
I don't think Power Rangers exists in our universe.
That was not established beforehand.
I feel like Flint would look over at I think it's Casper, right?
Caleb.
Caleb.
Me?
No,
Caleb?
look over at Caleb and be like, "Nerd alert! Translate."
I mean, there is a serious drug epidemic in this country, and I think those people were on bath salts and they melted their faces off.
Gotcha. Okay.
You should call the authorities.
Okay.
And probably just call it a day on the revitalization project. I don't think we're getting back on track.
All right, thank you. I agree.
Well, I mean, let's hear this guy out. What are Power Rangers?
Yeah, Mr. Mr. Bath Salts, explain to me.
You all will be imbued with certain powers, but first, take a look at your belts. I have given you each something special, a device that allows you to transform.
I don't wear a belt. What are you talking about?
You have one now. Look.
Oh, where'd this belt come from?
Magic belt.
Now, I told you that we split the spark into several pieces. Well, the piece we have is very special. From silent origins, it showed the world new possibilities. Like a freight train headed straight for you, it surprised and delighted billions of people. In time, it gained voice and then color to further explore this new visual medium. And now, you will be its protectors as the Silver Screen Cinema Rangers.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
This guy.
There's
I've
a lot of
never
prop work going on.
I've never done bath
Yeah.
salts, and I'm never doing them. I saw. This is crazy.
Flynn, with a bombastic explosion of heroism, a quick turn of phrase as you save the day, you will be Cinema Red. Action. Caleb.
Okay. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you said action, and so I thought you were prompting me to do something, and I didn't have anything.
He means the name is Action.
Gotcha.
Clean.
Flint Action McLean, it is.
Flint action.
I'm so sorry. Keep going.
Caleb, scientific precision combined with fantastical alien vistas and amazing technology, you will be Cinema Blue Sci-Fi.
That tracks. I watch a lot of science fiction. Yeah.
Cass, always in the know. You'll combine your sense of justice with your tenacity to get to the bottom of any problem. You will be Cinema Black Mystery.
I like that.
Drex, you stand out in a crowd, sometimes by choice, sometimes not. Some see you as an outsider, and you will use that as Cinema Green Monster.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Riley, never quite feeling like you fit in, surrounded by those who support you, you'll find a new way to come out of your shell as Cinema Pink Romance.
Yes. This is the best.
I was like,
I love it so much.
Don't you say rom-com? Don't you say rom-com?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Now, take these devices, hold them out in front of you, and with your key phrase, ready for my close-up, action! You will transform! Now go defeat the conglomerate and their yes men. Just remember, any great film is a mixture of many genres. So work together, and you will be victorious! So now, how do you guys feel so far?
That's pretty great.
I'm all in. I'm ready.
I love it.
I'm ready for my close up. Action.
Miles, I've been waiting months to share that with you, buddy. So,
I love this so much.
I'm going to
Look
take
at
some.
Miles' stupid smile. Dummy.
I want to take some time to show you guys what your Rangers look like, because
Oh.
Mistaken Potatoes,
Oh, I
who
can't wait.
wasn't here at the start and just
Yes,
joined
that's
us.
here.
uh,
It's like
finally-
I noticed what you're wearing.
So let's start with Red. There he
Yes,
is.
Flint Action McLean. What is Flint Action McLean? How can you even embody such something so? Oh, he's very
Oh,
talented. Yes.
No.
Yeah. That
Cinema Red.
McLean it every day.
So,
Oh.
Tyler, on your your character sheet, you may notice that there were a few things that were left blank, and that
Yes.
is your named attack,
Yes.
your weapon,
Yes.
and your mech.
Yes.
So, right now, I am going to give you more information. It is going to be your named attack
Okay.
and your weapon.
Okay. You're gonna have to let me. Oh man, I gotta write this down. I didn't realize I was gonna have to write things down.
Same.
guys. Oh
You didn't think there would be any note taking in a tabletop role playing game? You
No.
foolish
no.
fools.
If there aren't any dice, I don't need to take notes. Okay, hit me. I'm ready.
So your named attack
Okay.
is lock and load.
All right. I love it.
And your special weapon is the blockbuster cannon.
Ooh, that's very nice. Mhm.
All right. I'm going to shrink down Cinema Red here. And let's go to Cinema Blue.
Yes, please. A little behind watching this. Oh, I guess I can look and roll 20.
Same.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Cinema Blue, the sci-fi ranger.
I love
Patrick-
the antenna.
I do too.
So great.
It's great.
Patrick, your named attack is... It's the tick. It doesn't go up like the tick.
I love it so much.
Named attack.
Your named attack is set to kill.
Ooh.
Mm.
Very.
And your weapon is the sci-fi saber. Yes, I couldn't think up anything more clever than that.
You mean a scored?
A sword.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we'll make Cinema Blue a little smaller. Guys, I've had this art for like 3 months now, and I have been waiting
This
so
is
long to share it.
So great.
Let's go to Cinema Black, our mystery ranger.
Ooh. She have a cape?
God, I will flip. Oh, she's
I love it.
Oh,
This is great.
move it down. Move it down. Yes.
Magnifying glass.
Oh,
I love it.
my.
That's so
And
great.
I didn't say it too loud. I just want you guys to make sure you look at the belts because the morphers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Common Rider Gaim.
Clapboards.
Oh my.
Love it so much. Rebecca, Cass's named attack is right in the kisser,
Right in the kisser. Okay.
Great.
Boom.
and her weapon is, of course, her trusty revolver.
Dang.
Of course.
Wait, so she just gets a gun?
Yo, I got a blockbuster cannon, so there's some legit guns in this game.
And Drew has Patrick's a lightsaber, so like a gun's not like out of the
Yeah,
realm.
but their two things are made up. She's just got a gun.
It will be a Ranger revolver. Trust me, I've watched plenty of Power Rangers.
And yes, respect the cat like a noir detective. Thank you very much.
I'm imagining Mystery just going to Cabela's. Yeah, I need a revolver. My name is Mystery. I'm Cinema Black. I'd prefer it to be chambered in a 375.
I'm gonna need a box of 45s if that's okay.
It's a little ironic that you gave the gun to the person that probably hates guns the most on the podcast, but okay. All right.
Oh my.
So
goodness.
what's my mech?
Well, you're not getting your mech yet. Your mech shows up later. I'll let you guys know
Oh my.
when that
Okay.
happens.
Cool.
If we survive.
Right.
All right, hang on.
We'll see.
Let me move my video.
I've got a
with-
gun, so we'll be good.
Could be the shortest Henshin group ever assembled.
Well, look, I'm basing this off a half-hour episode, so the fact
Yeah.
that we've already gone beyond that, I feel pretty good about it. Let's get to Cinema Green. Miles,
Yeah.
brace yourself.
Oh, this
Okay.
is so exciting.
Here you are, buddy.
Monster.
Monster. Let's see.
I was about to say it's
I
gotta
love
have
it. Oh my
Gotta have
god.
a tail.
Helmet. Oh my gosh, that's so
my
great.
gosh.
Oh, and I've worn a Godzilla Green Ranger shirt, so this is.
Miles, the fact that you wore that shirt, I don't know if you saw my face.
I
when-
know. I had no idea.
Oh my god.
I don't know. As a lifelong Power Ranger fan, this is such. emotional.
Oh, Miles's superpower is being a cute lizard boy, and I love it so much.
I love it so much.
Oh my god!
All right, so Miles, your named attack.
Yeah.
I had to give it to you, buddy. Atomic breath.
Yes.
And your weapon are claws from the deep.
Yes. This is so great. This is
Oh
so great.
my gosh!
Okay.
The movie Real Belt is also really awesome.
Yeah,
Just wanted
I
to
love
point that
it.
out.
It reminds me of the Kamen Rider Gaim fruit slicer belts, and I love it. It's such a great use of the theme. Oh,
So I want
The
you
like
guys.
bandolier thing, is that what you're talking about? Like
Well,
the,
Ranger,
Yeah.
get through.
yeah.
So I
great.
want you guys to know I almost bought you all and shipped you from Amazon little tiny ones of those, but I wanted to keep
Aw.
the secret because I
Yeah,
couldn't guarantee that you wouldn't open even accidentally
Sure.
the thing.
Oh my gosh!
But,
this is so amazing.
And let's go to maybe my favorite. Jabert, I love this so much. I give you Cinema Pink.
Oh. That's
oh, love it.
that's-
he's got the
that's
rose.
So
I was about to say, there's got to be a rose in
great.
there
Yeah.
somewhere.
The
Oh,
rose and the cape.
Yes.
oh,
That's
my
very, very
goodness.
good.
Is that like a scarf blowing in the wind?
Yeah.
Is
Yes,
that-
it is.
It's like a
Also, I love like the visor. It looks like a little mask, a
yeah.
little Zorro mask. It's the
Yeah.
best.
Oh my goodness. What a group.
so great.
Enemies beware.
Yeah.
You're-
Now, Jabert, your weapon. Give you the weapon first. Is the
Okay.
Cupid's bow.
Cupid's
always a-
bow.
There's always a bow,
Yeah.
and you've got it. And your named attack is one I'm maybe the proudest of. The Smoldering Gaze.
Mm.
Ooh, it's hot.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Smoldering gaze. Is that
Love
like
it.
is that like laser eyes, or is that just
Basically,
like
yes.
blue steel? or is it just like I just like and then they just fell because it was a very good look on my face.
Awesome.
And these are our Rangers. Once again, thank you, Seth, for
Yeah,
doing
thank
this
you.
for us.
I love
Thank
this
you,
art.
Seth.
I love
This
this
is-
art so much. I think these designs are great. Drew, the theme is freaking amazing.
Thanks,
As
buddy.
much as I want to role play like us, like, oh wow, we have these powers and stuff. I just want to get to like fighting stuff now.
I know.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this is wonderful.
That's so awesome.
So, all right, let me get some yes men set back up here because there's now a ton of them all around.
I can't wait for us to say all these attacks.
Oh, I can't either.
I love it. Oh.
All right, so when the director froze you, you were surrounded by yes men. And he seemingly, now that he has given you your powers and you've transformed into the Cinema Rangers, he has put you back in the middle of all of these yes men. And you know what? We're going to actually put some of them around you here.
I like it.
Sorry to make you have to redo this, Tyler.
Oh, it's fine, dude. I'm literally just scrolling on a screen, so it's fine. My mom just texted me and sent me a picture because they were on TV.
Oh, nice.
They're very. She said we're very excited, but we're not famous. Love it.
Cosmic Crittin, Cinema Rangers.
So would this be a heavy turn to transform when danger appears?
So
Or did
this
we
is
just
this is the one that I'm giving to you.
Okay, cool.
That I said I'd be giving to you.
Yeah. Oh,
And yes, Wiki Goatner, here comes the smolder. Definitely played into.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right. So let me check my notes before we go forward.
Pretty awesome.
All right. So we are back in action. I'll get the prop later. So now, all of a sudden, you are the Cinema Rangers, and you're surrounded by yes men. What do you do?
I think it would be part of my. It would be within Flint's character to head into danger without my squad. So before anybody, I think it's just like everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, we have all these powers," and Flint's just runs into like 3 of them.
Well, and Cass will follow him and try to protect him as a regular turn.
There you go.
All right. So Tyler, you've got a token now.
Ooh, I'll take it. Thank you.
And anyone else want to take a turn?
Yeah. Can I take a regular turn to just like observe fighting as it goes on, and the yes men to see if they have some kind of weakness? That is a blue ability, pinpoint an adversary's weakness.
Try to pinpoint an adversary's weakness. These seem to be just regular strength enemies. So unlike when you didn't have superpowers, they seem to be more threatening because there were so many of them. At this point, you don't think you're going to have that much trouble.
Okay, so they have no weaknesses except they can't talk.
And except bullets, probably.
Maybe bullets.
With arrows and stabbing, I think.
Quick, Cass, use your gun.
So Drex is gonna use one of his. He's gonna spend a token to stumble upon an unlikely perfect hit. So while he is probably using a regular action to kind of display an eccentric fighting technique, so he's just moving his arms around, and he happens to like maybe try to do a little turn and not realize what he's doing, and pops his foot out, just smacking one of these guys in the face.
Oh, actually, this is probably this one. You have knocked this one down and have given you guys an avenue out of the circle.
You guys,
to do it.
We're way stronger, and I think I took this guy out. We can get out this way.
Meanwhile, the rest of these yes men are going to get closer in to everybody and start trying to land blows, kicking and punching, mostly just arm waving, clobber style.
Mm-hmm.
I think these guys are just going to follow us no matter where we go. So I don't know if running is going to be the play here.
No, but we at least won't be as surrounded.
Patrick, I would encourage you on your next turn to look for another weakness.
Like use the same ability?
Yes.
Okay.
So as you guys are trying to make your move closer to sort of out of this hole here. This one that got knocked down gets back up, and he's real angry, and he's going to barrel through right into Cass. Cass, I will give you the first turn in response.
I'm gonna shake off a beating like it's nothing and just stand up. And can I take an action besides that, or is that it? That's a heavy turn.
That's a heavy turn? Yeah, I'll let you take that. All right, so that's your turn. He is still right there, though.
Trying to think of something I can do.
Oh, is it like, can anyone go?
Anyone can go at this point. Yes, I'm sorry. There's no set turn order.
Okay, should I go ahead and pinpoint a weakness now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, that's a regular turn for me. I guess I'm watching this one get up and like come back. Guys, these are like fast zombies. They're not like the slow zombies.
So as this one gets up, you make a decision, because there's really nothing to grab, nothing to hit. You grab this guy by the tie and pull as hard as you can to try to get it to stumble off. And it vanishes into dust. You've discovered its weakness, the tie.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Oh, okay.
They're literally made of this business suit. The weak point is the tie. Go for the tie.
How come pantsing didn't work, huh?
Yeah.
Their tie isn't on their pants.
Tie isn't tied to the pants. It's tied around the neck.
And
Yeah,
and
it's really
yes,
embarrassing we have to explain this to you.
Because they're wearing belts, guys. That's
Yeah.
the importance of
and
Must be
Spec the
it.
Cat calls out the putty patrollers in the Lord Zed era had a giant Z on their chest that if you just hit the Z, they'd explode.
It's true.
So,
Terrible design flaw.
all right. So Cass has had a turn. Caleb has had a turn. Any turn from anybody else?
Uh,
Go for it.
yeah.
Go for it.
I was going to say, I'm going to take action, leaving myself vulnerable. I'm going to take my power bow, and I'm going to start sparring with two of them to try to distract them and have them take their eyes off of my other team members.
I'm gonna take these two and just sort of alter them as the two that you're
Yeah.
distracting.
Yeah,
Alright.
so that somebody trying to leave an opening so somebody can reach in there and grab a tie.
All right.
Drew, what kind
All
of
right.
action would it be to try and I see that there are a few close to Flint. What kind of action would it be to try and rip off one of these ties using a impressive fighting technique?
So I will allow you to take action, leaving yourself vulnerable
Mhm.
as a regular turn to take out one of these guys, but that may prevent you from taking a decent turn next turn.
Yeah, I imagine that Flint would just kind of rush in, maybe just do a pretty solid tackle, or try to just like ripping off the tie, but maybe also stumbling a little bit, leaving himself vulnerable.
All right. So I am going to have you have taken out this one here,
That sounds good.
and I'm going to move you here. But as a response, these two have stepped between you and your team.
Ooh, okay.
Now, I will also remind you, you may not be able to do much next turn, but you do have a heavy turn that you could use your blockbuster cannon or your special
I'm
attack.
thinking it might come to that if it has to.
Miles, did you take a turn this?
No. So I think on this turn, I guess I'm gonna try to get a token by endanger someone instead of accomplishing something. So, so maybe one of the guys was facing off against Riley. He thought he was going to get gain one of their attention and attack, but all he did was actually just push the yes men towards Riley.
Screw you, Jabbar.
Oh no!
Guys, we need to have a conversation about this team. I have problems with the green screen man.
Cinema
So
green,
that's it.
why?
It was an accident.
You do have a token now, Miles. Does anybody else have tokens that I didn't account for?
I should have a total of 2.
You guys were taking tokens before or taking
Can you take him out of combat?
I'm going to allow it because this is just fun, and I think it's fun, and I can change whatever I want.
I'm going to say I have a token.
I already spent mine, so I have 0.
So I have Jabert is having 1, Tyler and Patrick is having 1, and Miles is having 2.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right. So you still have a bunch of yes men that are circling around you. These two that Flint went after seem to be ganging up more on him, and this other one has kind of stepped in again between Caleb and Flint. And while these others guys are just kind of the guy back here is just kind of out of the game so far. He wants to get in there, but all right. So who has a turn they want to use?
Well, Cass, immediately seeing that Riley has been left undefended, is going to step in front and try to defend him.
And this is take the brunt of someone else's burden as a light turn.
Try to protect someone in need is what I was going to go for. But yeah, a regular turn.
I would do the light turn so you can get a because you can get a token.
Sure, if you'll let me do that.
I'll let
I
that-
read that as like
You're
I'll
the
carry your
intro.
stuff for you, but sure, I'll do that.
Stepping up, you are now. I'm going to spread these guys back out so that we can see our folks a little more. So now it's 1v1 instead of 2v1, and you get a token as part of that. Anybody else have a turn they want to take?
Yeah. I guess it'll count as a token heavy turn, but Drex sees these three guys who are, I mean, they're all surrounded, but both Riley and Cass are kind of in the thick of it. So these guys are just a lot of trouble. So he's going to use his, special move.
Ooh.
His atomic breath.
Yeah. So he's just like, Shriya, atomic breath.
Yeah, let's do it.
And which one were you attacking?
I guess this guy right here. And if it's an area AOE attack, then all of these guys. But
So this one is gone, and these guys are knocked back a little bit.
all right.
But as a response, because they didn't fall down, they're surrounding even more.
Oh boy.
And this guy's also stepped up a little bit.
Well, I think Flint sees as they're all closing in, and he is outnumbered. He too is gonna pull out the blockbuster cannon and go. And then there's a dolly zoom, and he's like, "Lock and load." And then,
Can I interject and try and help him out?
yeah.
How do you want to help him out?
I want to try and get behind the one he's gonna shoot at and like try and hold them in place, and
Oh man.
in doing so, just knock him out of the way of the blast,
So you are failing to react effectively.
or ruin something perfectly.
Okay, so I will give you.
Whoa, dude, that's not very hashtag McClean of you.
I got a token. I get a token for it.
That's McDirty, and I don't like it.
All right, so Patrick now has a token. Which one were you trying to push out of the way, Patrick?
Whichever one he was trying to shoot. So one of the two that's on him.
All right, so this one, with that token is spent and it is gone.
Don't worry, McLean. I'll take care of this one.
But this one
I can do it by myself.
got knocked back and has stumbled kind of into the rest of these guys, and they're all stumbling around a little bit.
Oh, good. I ruined it quite perfectly.
Drew, are there any other actions? Can I write myself, at least stand up and prepare for next turn?
Let me see. Rebecca, you moved in. Jabert, have you taken an action this turn?
I have not.
All right, buddy. What you
Good.
want to do?
I'm gonna.
I think we need to pull some ties, don't we? Isn't that what we did?
Yeah. I think that's what we need to do. It took me
I
a
just
few
want you
turns
guys
to
to use
realize, like,
I just want you guys to use your abilities because they're so much fun.
They are.
I just did.
Yeah. You know what? It's even cool. It's even cooler when you use your ability to full effect. I loved it. I loved it.
That's not in my character.
I know. That's what it makes it so aggravating because it was perfectly in character. That's even worse somehow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a regular turn to rally the squad when they are in disagreement. I see these two guys over here not working as a team. And I say, guys, we have to work together. Also, you have to pull on their ties, apparently.
Raising your mouth still. Guys, have to work together.
Maybe you remind them that one of the most successful movie franchises of all time is a sci-fi action movie.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Yeah. Also a bit of a
love story.
Also a bit of a mystery, and it's a love story because they get the princesses at the end.
And George Carlin's in it.
So there's a monster.
That doesn't make it a monster movie, but like it does make it a good movie.
Oh, man. Yeah. So Flint hears Riley, and he kind of
Avatar?
snaps out of it.
got romance in it.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right. So that's everybody in that turn. Meanwhile, once again, this one down here. Oh, sorry. This one right here rights itself and dives after Flint.
I'm gonna fail to react and suffer these consequences as a light turn.
All right. So you get yourself a point back. Meanwhile, this guy stumbles to try to attack Caleb, and at the same time, this guy comes in to get once again between our rangers, splitting the party.
No. Never split the party. What is
And
this?
these guys just take basic attacks that you slough off.
Okay.
Caleb feels extremely bad about messing up the shot. So let's see. I guess we'll take a regular turn to take action and well, actually, should I use my sci-fi saber?
Yeah, let's see what it does.
You've got 2 points.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, Patrick, let's hear it.
Is it 2 points to use?
No, it's just one.
Just one.
It's
Okay.
just one.
I'm going to use a token then to pull it out. And obviously, Caleb took fencing classes.
Obviously.
When he was, trying to get some stuff in middle school to put on his college application. So pulls it out and like holds it like a epee, a rapier, like a sci-fi, a lightsaber. And just is trying to like from very far away, just like knock the tie off this guy. Like, yeah.
And the tie in a single swipe is.
And this is the one that is about to attack my good friend Flint. I feel
So
bad.
this one on the left.
Yep. So that leaves me vulnerable.
Yes. So, fwing, it's gone, and that one has disintegrated.
See, it just takes some finesse. Ranger action.
he holds up the giant cannon. And he's like, "Does this spell finesse to you?"
Yeah, I don't want you to destroy the downtown area that we're trying to revitalize.
As he's holding up the cannon, you notice that somehow on the side of it says #McLean. Don't know how.
It doesn't make any sense.
Don't know how it got there.
Don't know how it got there. It's a mystery.
Cool. That's my turn.
So Drex is just like, I guess, a little bit overwhelmed with the situation. He's kind of excited, and so he just saw that his atomic breath took out that one. So he wants to figure out what else he's got. So he pops out his claws from the deep and tries to attack the gentleman. Actually, the one that's threatening both Cass and Riley up top here. And it's going to spend a token just to grab the tie and just rip it out.
All right. So behind that tie, you see the claw marks into the dress shirt of this yes man as it bursts into dust.
Oh.
Gone.
You can't dry clean that out.
Nope. You can't
dry
clean
a claw
death.
attack.
Okay, so Cass is going to raise her revolver.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Initially at this guy's face, but then realizes, wait a second, you don't have a kisser, and lowers it down to the tie area, and right in the kisser, fires her gun.
Which one are you attacking, Rebecca?
The tie kisser.
I'm gonna do the one all the way to the far right because, he's threatening Riley, my good friend Riley.
All right. I love this so much. This is so much fun, you guys. All right, that one's down. Jabert. So right now I've got everybody still has a token except for Rebecca, who just used her remaining one right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to jump away from this guy and then reach back and pull out my bow, and I bet the arrowheads are little hearts, and I
You
let
know
it,
they're little hearts.
yeah, and I let it go, and I pierce it straight through the thing. I'm spinning my token.
Are you taking this one to the bottom right here?
Yeah.
All right. It falls completely backwards, arrow sticking from its chest as it bursts into dust. We're down to 2, you guys.
Nice.
But they're not happy about any of this. And these 2 notice that they've got this blue antennaed person right where they can. So they start going after together.
Guys, help me. They have the high ground. My saber.
Drex
To attack him.
is gonna try to.
So actually, Patrick, I will give you an opportunity to take a light turn of fail to react effectively here.
That sounds good.
All right, that gives you a token.
Caleb's normally one to take care of problems themselves, was like, any help, guys?
So Drex is going to try to gain a token by pull a prank gone wrong and behind these 2 and tie their shoelaces together so that they might trip each other up, and only ends up getting stepped on.
Way to go, Drex.
I got a token. I don't care.
So that's a token to Miles.
Miles is just token farming. That's what he's doing. he's
Hey.
just.
I know how Power Rangers work. There's going to be a much worse guy coming along, and you're going to want them tokens.
Yeah, so Cass is going to see all of this happen and turn to Riley and be like, who did I fail to protect again? Yeah, just to get a token.
This is not the turn to token. I need evidence.
The most selfish Power Rangers ever.
I'm gonna.
The 2 of them are off me. I'm like,
Yeah.
please.
I say, Caleb, look at me. Look at me right now. I'll have a token too, please.
All right, so I'm actually gonna try and help.
Gavin? Why, Riley?
I'm gonna try to help Caleb out. I'm gonna take action and try to help Caleb up. I want to try and pull one of the yes men off him, and then but like as maybe we're tussling, I leave my back exposed to the other one, leaving myself vulnerable to attack that way. But otherwise, getting the 2v1 away from Caleb.
So you're doing this as a regular turn?
Just regular turn. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you jump up to this guy and you guys begin to tussle.
Yeah, I'll say something. I'll be like, nobody likes sci-fi that much, as I'm like ripping him off.
Box office numbers of the last 10 years say differently.
Meanwhile, this other one jumps on top of Cinema Blue here and starts just wailing.
Oh my goodness. Does accepting actions help count as accepting the support of someone stronger?
Might be more of a regular.
I am definitely stronger.
Is that a regular turn or a light turn?
Well, no. I was gonna say that might be more of a regular like person thing to do.
That's Blue's special turn ability. When I accept the support of someone stronger, my next heavy move doesn't cost a token.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, all
Good
right.
call. Noticing those special turns at the top.
Yeah, I've read my character sheet for like a week now. But it's interesting to see how it plays out like in story mode. That we did not. If you guys watching or listening later want to play this game, on the website, there's a podcast that kind of goes through it, which was pretty useful.
Yeah, and you can get these the entire game for $10. I know it's gone through Drive-Thru RPG for pay what you want as well. So
Yes, and for $10 you get the the actual PDF of the basic playtest, and then you get 3 other modules to give you different monsters, to give you gold and silver rangers, and then another kind of story scenario with a camp, which I think is a new one because I didn't have that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
camp is new as of a couple of weeks ago, I think.
The art is just, it's worth it alone for the art.
Yeah,
the art's
the art's great, and I mean, I think this is honestly so far, it's a very friendly, just a storytelling. It's not a lot of math. It's not a lot of stress. It's just really cooperative storytelling. It's fun.
This is a weird time for a commercial break right in the middle
Yeah,
of
I
the fight.
know. I was gonna say, like, what did this just turn
guys,
into? Like, what is this?
It's not a weird time for commercial break because we're in the middle of the episode. This is
Yeah.
the perfect time for a commercial break.
This is how these shows work.
Yeah, no, there's got to be like,
Oh,
my
no, but
god,
that's, no. The difference is that's not how commercials work. Normally, they pay you to do the commercial. Paid them and then did the commercial.
This is a reverse commercial.
guys, have you heard of Paizo Publishing and Paizo.com? This is a great website. You can buy their games, Pathfinder and Starfinder. And there's a bunch of other games on there too.
All right. Back to it.
Okay.
Wait.
Drew,
Whose turn is it?
can I
So
make
we are
I'll
now
take
we are now in a new turn. Well, Patrick was about to accept the support and do a heavy move that does not cost a token, but he hasn't.
Does that happen on the same turn or like the next turn?
I'll let it happen at the start of this next turn.
Okay, if this one is on top of me, gosh, my heavies are weird. It's not doesn't seem like a lot. Can I devise the proper tool for the job to knock this one off of me?
Yes, as long as that proper tool is your sword or your special attack.
Let's Caleb is very interested. It's like, I don't know what set to kill means, but I think it's Star Trek related. Set to kill.
A blast comes out of your fist and boom, this guy is down. We are down to one more yes man. Can you guys believe it? We might almost be out of this.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rebecca.
Oh, Cass is gonna now that she realizes who she failed to protect before, she's not gonna miss her chance now, and she's gonna run up to this guy and pull on his tie.
What attack are you using for this?
Take action, leaving myself vulnerable.
All right. So you wrong person to grab. So you run up, you pull the tie of this guy, and he's gone. But you run forward, stumbling down. And as you stumble down, we are taken back. Scrolling down a little bit, Tyler.
Thank you.
The spaceship that we saw at the beginning of the episode. And we see our Bellatrix Dominata Apex Regna.
What? What?
Say that name one more time.
You heard him.
Bellatrix Dominata Apex Regna.
Mm-hmm.
She's the
Oh
chief
my.
executive slaughterer of the galactic conglomerate. Bull! Bear! And she calls on her CPAs,
Oh no.
Bull Market, and of course,
His name is Bull Market.
and his brother, Bear Market.
I love it.
Oh, God.
I love it.
Oh,
How is this not set in the 80s? I don't understand.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the original footage was filmed in the 80s, but the actual story takes place in
Right.
present day.
Right.
Actually, I have
In the far off year 2019.
I have borrowed some of this art from actual Power Ranger shows.
Obviously.
Our Queen Bee is actually from a show from the last couple of years. So I just couldn't get a better image than this one to use for the stream.
I find her oddly attractive.
Yeah, you would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well,
tracks.
time to go to commercial break, everybody.
All right.
Let's see how awkward we can make this.
We'll be right back.
Anyway,
Did you put up my title card?
no.
Oh,
Any-
are we actually taking a break?
No,
or-
no, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh no, I thought we were okay. I have to pee. I'll
Yeah,
okay.
I do too. Can we
Yeah.
take a bio
All right,
or something?
okay, so yes,
Miles and Drew, talk about Power Rangers for the next 3 minutes.
I love it.
So while other folks are taking a break, I will share some of the behind the scenes stuff. This my Bellatrix Dominata Apex Regna is actually from Irian of the Queen Bee from the one with Pirate Rangers. That's the one where she came from.
Oh, cool.
Bee Zara is, I believe, what her anglicized.
Megaforce.
Yeah, she's from Megaforce.
That's it's really neat. What's her like? What are her special like abilities and attacks and stuff?
Oh,
in the show?
she's never going to get actually involved in a fight, so I didn't think that
Oh,
far.
okay.
But
Okay.
Yeah,
But I'm-
she's like the big bad for this story that he's telling.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
she's the Rita Repulsa of all of this.
Oh, fantastic.
And while we're on break, if anybody in the Twitch chat has any comments or questions, I would love to hear how you guys are liking this so far. I'm having an absolute blast right now.
Yeah.
And Miles, I got to talk to you, man. I have known. Oh, Miles is gone. Never mind. So
Yeah.
Tyler,
You can talk to me.
I do now notice in this art that she's got a little tri whip coming out of her left arm.
Yeah,
which is,
it's like she's got a stinger blade in the right hand, and then this like cat of nine tails kind of whip thing in her left. I mean, they're not even in her hands; they're just coming out of her arms. It's pretty good. Yeah.
And Bull Market here.
Mhm.
It's so stupid, but I love him so much.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. So Bull Market here is actually the Dora Minotaur from I can't remember the show that the name of the show, but it's the season that the White Ranger came from, but that they didn't use any of the other Rangers from.
Oh, okay.
So I know that's going to make sense to
His-
somebody out
his
there. But
his shield is awesome. It's a great. That's a pretty cool looking shield, and the club is pretty wicked.
yeah, and he's not wearing a shirt, so.
Well, that's always a bonus.
Yeah. And this bear market down here. Gosei Sentai Die Ranger. Thank you. That is that. So Power Rangers history facts. They didn't want to change up the Rangers too much in the original Rangers run, and so when Tommy, the Green Ranger, disappeared
Right.
in the original Zhu Ranger, I think is what it is. They never got a sixth Ranger back after that character disappeared.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so they brought in, not only did they bring in the White Ranger, they brought in all the Zords from the Die Ranger series,
Mhm.
but they never had any of the other costumes. So it was all that wasn't the first time that they had used other Zords, I don't think, or maybe it was, I can't remember. But yeah, so the White Ranger is the only one of those Rangers that got used for, which is pretty interesting. Of course, that was back when they had that one continuity that ended up going through in space, and then Lost Galaxy, and yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
and then they just started just doing the show with its own kind of continuity
Mhm.
every season.
Gotcha.
Miles has got so much nerdy stuff on his desk there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't shown up in his Green Ranger helmet that I know he
Uh,
owns.
Yeah. So
It's right there.
so
It's
tell me-
right there on top of
Yeah.
the thing.
so that's
Oh yeah.
So you, Drew, you talked a little bit about my bear market, my sexy insect lady. What about
Well,
what,
that was-
or what are you bull
that's
market?
bull-
Bull
that's
market.
bull
Yeah,
market.
yeah. So now tell me about my bear who looks like he's starring in the Matrix, and he's about to say I know kung fu, and then do the little
Yeah.
do the hand thing.
Also, Jabba points out Akiba Ranger, which
So great.
the hair of of Action Red
Oh, yeah.
made me very, very happy. So Bear Market is actually a monster from Go-Unger, which is the train-based Sentai series that never going to get translated for America because it's a bunch of trains and it's weird.
Gotcha.
America loves trains. What are you talking about?
Oh, and since Jabert's still gone, Miles, I got to be honest with you, buddy. I spent maybe the most time thinking about your character.
That makes sense.
I'm so happy to see your reactions to this stuff. It makes me very happy.
I love it. I love the theme. I think the theme is amazing. The suits. How much of it was your direction? How much did you give Seth to do these designs?
It was a back and forth. So obviously I'm not a visual artist. So the things that I knew I wanted were the belt buckles, being the film clappers, and the film across the chest with the reel on the
that was a fantastic choice for the theme. I think it looks great. I love all the themes. I think it's really cool.
It's interesting. We had, I think, the hardest part trying to figure out what pink was going to look like, and it was just.
I think that's super funny.
When he landed on that, it was just perfect.
There is what you could have done with Rebecca's is you could have made her hat black and part of the outfit because they
helmet.
Oh, they've done it.
Oh my god!
Ninninger has a cowboy motif, and I will actually drop this link into the.
Is Ninninger the one that has the recent one that has like 14 Rangers or something?
No, that's a different one. All right. So if you click that, you will see ye old.
You're not a mod. You're not a mod, so you can't. Put
links unallowed.
Then you silly Billy.
It's okay. You guys can look up Ninninger later because I think everybody is back.
And we need his morpher is in fact a cheeseburger.
That's
what the heck. This is all gold, by the way.
I love Japan.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a Western thing. It's their take off of like American Westerns. And so what they have from America is gold cowboy hat and cheeseburgers.
So this also reminds me of a character from Mobile Suit G Gundam, who is it's a weird anime where it's robots, but they're all from a country, and whoever wins the robot fight wins the control of the United Nations or something weird like that. And the American guy is named Shibbity Crockett, which is a take on Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my god! Love
and
it.
he's like a womanizing dude whose robot looks like a football player, but then the shoulder pads come off and go on his hands, so he becomes a boxer.
Oh wow!
Oh boy!
Oh wow!
I love Japan.
Oh wow! Wowzers make burgers. All right.
Oh wow!
Oh
wow!
Oh wow!
Wow!
Let's play our game.
All right.
Yeah, let's
back.
play.
So before the commercial break, where we learned all about the cool new toys hitting this summer for all the kids, we have our Bellatrix Dominata Apex Regna. Bear. Bull. Who is going to take care of these new Rangers? I will do it. I am the stronger of these brothers. No, I will go. You will just laze around and relax. Nothing will get done. I am the one to go. Then go. But remember, your accounts are locked until you prove your worth. And so, bull market teleports down. Oh no. He is right there in the mix, standing over Cass.
Oh no. I thought that was going to be a useless leave yourself vulnerable because the fight was over.
Nah, dog. Nah.
All right.
It's time to do this thing.
Yeah. So Flint sees that obviously Cass is in a bad position, and he's gonna try to talk some smack to try and get their attention off of Cass, and he's gonna be like, I don't even know what he was. He's gonna be like, "Hey, bull guy, that's your club. Overcompensating? Why don't you pick on someone like me?"
Okay, so you get a token as part of that light turn that you just took for talk smack to someone more powerful than you, which I believe leaves you at 2 tokens right now.
Yes.
To which Bull Market responds, "Fine," and steps to you and
Oh no!
hits you with his shield, knocking you back
Ooh.
slightly.
Ah! Can I do like a wire pull? Do we have the production?
Maybe season 2, if we get picked back up, we can get some
Yeah.
wire.
I like it.
Our effects.
But right now,
our
you
effects
just do that
budgets-
thing. You have to jump up in the air and like fall backwards at the same time. Like, no!
Our effects budget is pretty low. Tyler, can you zoom in a little bit on our crew in here? In
Yeah,
Discord?
absolutely, man.
Or in Skype.
Roll 20.
Skype. Roll 20. Twitch. There's so many terms to crap that we can.
There's 2.
There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, but that'll be my turn. Flint's on the ground. He's rolling around in pain.
Huh. Let's see.
I would like to take a light turn to shoot a barrage of arrows at this guy, distracting him, but exhausting myself.
Cupid striking a lot today, but he raises his shield to block most of the shots, but it does cause him to stagger slightly.
Okay.
I want to point out something very obvious as a regular turn to all my other teammates. I'm looking down at my sci-fi saber TM and notice there's like a divot in it, and I look at Ranger Romance Ranger's bow and notice there's like a notch in it. I was like, guys, I think these weapons form together into some kind of ultimate weapon attack form. Give me your weapons, everyone.
So Drex looks at his claws and notices a divot, and he's like, he's right. We can probably make this a really powerful attack.
While you guys are talking, Bull Market has recovered, and he has decided to charge through the group.
Oh.
Knocking Blue all the way over here, knocking Red, who was already down, over here, knocking Pink
Charge attack.
out here, and knocking Green right here. And he stepped on Cass just to make sure.
Rude.
And he is righted himself, but he is a little tired now.
Mm.
Is that a new turn, or
So
did someone not go?
So with certain characters, I get to make a turn anytime anybody else makes a turn. So that is
Oh,
that's how we do in this action, guys.
Okay.
I could have done it for all of the yes men, but that would have made that fight last 2 hours.
Yes, that's very true.
And yes, Seth, it needs music, but I have a 10-hour song from the Power Rangers, the movie SNES game, but I decided not to play that for 10 hours.
Thank you.
I wish you would have.
10 hours. That'd be fine. It'd be good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think I think Flint could maybe stand up, try to right himself back up after such a hit. And seeing that the rest of his friends are kind of in vulnerable spots, he wants to give them a chance to recover as well. And so he's going to spend a token, and I'm gonna use my named attack, Lock and Load, and try and get this guy off stumbling, maybe bring him down to a knee.
And Lock and Load, you jump, Boom! Oh, and Bull Market goes flying back as part of his reaction to that. So he's a little off kilter because he was already tired, but now he still rights himself and steps back up.
So Drex is going to pop back up and spend a token and call forth his atomic attack.
Atomic breath.
That was very cute, Miles.
So Bull Market focuses his shield on it and withstands most of it, but his shield gets so hot that he has to throw it away. He's no longer got his shield, which is awesome. The art's still going to have the shield because I don't have the picture without the shield.
Just draw
But
next
next with the bull, you're gonna get the horns.
Oh boy.
Flint touches his shoulder where the movie reel is. And he just goes, "All right, guys, it's about to get real. Let's combine the weapons."
About to get real.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, Cass jumps up, holds up her revolver, and runs to the center of the group, right next to the bull, and
Just shoots
rallies everyone around. No, we need to combine our weapons, people.
You want to run to the bull then, and not your buddy Flint?
No,
who's right here?
Yeah, I'm gonna run toward the red guy. Yeah, Flint,
Okay.
Oh my
the most central character.
I'm just now. All I can imagine is Rebecca just being like, "Double tap, pop, pop."
I don't think that'll work. I mean,
No,
will it work?
but it's hilarious.
I'm going to do the same thing, take action, leave myself vulnerable, and run to the opposite side of red and start like Lego piecing the weapons together. Just like why
as
don't
you-
you fit?
As you move, leaving yourself open, Bull Market hits you in the back with his mace, and you go forward, but you are stumbling as you do so.
Oh no! A sci-fi saber. Put it in the X coordinate 7, Y position 6.
All right, so now we need Riley.
Yeah, I'm going to take a regular turn to take an action and leave myself vulnerable. I'm going to throw my bow over at the team and just sort of stand my ground, and I'm going to put up my dukes. I can take you.
In response, you are now on the other side of Bull Market from the rest of your team.
No.
And you're not sure that whatever weapon they're going to assemble is not going to shoot right through him and attack you.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
It does involve a revolver, so
And a blockbuster cannon. I think you guys forgot about that.
oh yeah, and a bow. I mean,
Yeah,
there are a lot
there are
of
a lot of
projectiles involved.
Yeah.
But also
Flint- Flint.
they're the green guy's hands.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna
Yeah.
work.
So Flint,
They're clothes or weapons. They're not his hands.
yeah. Flint grabs the bow and he grabs the revolver and he just notches the revolver and shoots it out. Just like, that was what I was supposed to do, right? Just shoot the gun out of the
Oh,
bow.
no.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that, but it'd be funny. Dang it.
Are all the weapons together now?
All the weapons are together, but all the Rangers are not.
Oh geez. Get back over here, cinema romance.
Wait, do we need to be together for this?
I mean, have you seen when they combine weapons
Yeah,
in
that
a
we-
Power
yeah.
Ranger show?
Yeah, we need to be together. Man, how do we get Riley over here? Or how do we go? Maybe we can all try and get over to Riley.
Seems easier to have them come over here. Maybe
Yeah.
on the next turn.
Maybe on the next turn. Yeah, let's.
All right, who wants to take an action? Who wants to take a turn?
Riley, go first.
All right, I'll go first. I'm going to react by simply wait. Does react specifically refer to like when an action happens to you?
We can fudge a lot of this stuff. This is
Okay.
fun story times.
Okay. I'm going to react to this new development by taking temporary cover behind my friends.
I will let you dive out of the way and end up over here, but off kilter.
Okay.
Cool.
But as a reaction, Bull Market smells blood, and he's going after, and he's going to take a big swipe with his mace that ends up landing right between your legs on the ground. He missed you, luckily, but it was close.
You had no more romance then.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. I'm so stupid.
Miles.
Seeing this happen, Cass would run over to try to protect Riley until he can get to the rest of the group.
Caleb's like, no, stay in position.
Is that taking the brunt of someone else's burden?
I don't think
Sure, if it gets me a token, but I was really trying to use a regular turn.
Okay, that's fine. Try and protect. I'm sorry. Try and protect someone in need. All right, so you have now stepped in front of Riley, to which point, unfortunately, Bull Market knocks you right back down with his giant mace. But that's the only reaction he has to that, because he can't take another swing right now. You guys got to get together if you want this to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna write myself and stand next to action, and I'm gonna use a token to. Can I set to kill and just like fist blast him?
Yes. So you fist blast him, and oh no, he stumbles back. He survives the attack.
Yeah,
but he's still up.
Okay, I'm hoping that'll give these other two guys some time. Hurry back.
Yeah, I think you guys have time for everybody to get righted. Pink, Black, you guys want to get back with the rest of the crew?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so you guys
Believe
write
it or not.
yourselves. You guys write yourselves your
Yeah, I think
weapon.
Cass would grab Riley by the hand and just drag him along.
Yeah,
drag him by the
see that.
scarf.
Yeah.
If my calculations are correct, this goes on top, this goes underneath. This one over here, I don't know where the fist goes, maybe on the sides.
No, it's gonna be like powering the blast like this.
Oh,
Who
that makes
hasn't-
a lot of sense.
Who has an action movie riff for this major attack?
Oh, this has got to be action, right?
Oh Lord, you're
Oh,
both.
yeah, what's our morphing call out again?
It's
Ready for my close-up. Action.
All right.
Yeah. So like, maybe I actually will say like, "Hey, hey, Bull Market, ready for your close up?" And then
Action.
yeah, bam.
This massive beam comes out of your combined weapons, and Bull Market falls to his knees.
Boy, I hope that guy doesn't have a brother or anything. That's way too easy.
Guys, keep the gun together. Keep the gun together.
No,
Don't take it apart.
as he falls down, Dress says, and that's C.
Mistress! Bellatrix.
Who's he
In
talking
her spaceship. Bull Market, you fool! We need this piece of the spark.
You knew that the good times couldn't last for more than a decade.
I have unlocked spending on your account. Please deal with these ruffians.
Give him like a credit card? Like a black credit card?
And suddenly,
He runs into the 7-Eleven.
out of the sky lands a massive, giant bull mech.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
oh my.
A stomp. Now you'll never be able to defeat me.
That stupid director didn't give us any powers to attack a giant robot. What an idiot. Oh.
So Drex will be like, I guess, pressing his belt like a communicator, and says, Director, there's a giant bull robot. What do we do? We're gonna get squashed.
Calm down, calm down. We have prepared for everything. You'll find that you can call on your special EMEX. You can let that one linger a bit. Special EMEX.
That's
really forcing it now.
No. It's good. I like it.
I don't get it.
Don't get
I'm
it.
so
Don't
confused.
get it. So confused.
Effects.
Like
EMEX.
effects, but it's
Oh.
EMEX.
Okay. Okay.
But you can't call them F-Mex because that's weird too. F-Mex. Yeah.
Literally in my notes that I wrote for the special EMEX, I have a note that says, God, this line is trash.
I love it.
I'm for it because that is the silly kind of thing that would be in Power Rangers. I love it. It's fantastic.
So you guys all have a token, which is going to call on your mech at this point. Do you guys want to spend your tokens?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Free tokens or
These are going to
these are
spend
tokens.
your only token, but
Oh, boy.
don't worry, you'll be fine.
No, I think we should take some light actions first. Let this mech stomp the crap out of us. So we're like, hey, we all have tokens now. Oh, but we're dead.
So
Clapping my belt as hard as it'll go. Come on.
from out of nowhere, it seems, all of a sudden, a massive gunned out muscle car with a flaming bird on the hood emerges. This is the special EMEC of Cinema Red Action.
I love it.
So is this a giant car or is it like a normal sized
No,
car?
it's a giant car.
It's a giant car.
Okay.
There's a couple of giant cars.
Does it destroy the downtown when it drives over it?
No, honestly, suddenly, like every Power Ranger show, we're in like a weird section of town that has nothing but massive open space and,
Yeah.
and just
Oh, okay.
It's like a giant.
around it.
We're in the
Around it,
desert
but not
right
in it.
next to the downtown.
Yeah.
What's the name of my
Right
giant?
behind.
What's the name of my giant car?
I didn't give it a name. You can call it the Action Jackson Mobile. I don't know. You can name it because I'm gonna leave this. I couldn't think up good enough names for some of this.
I love it. I love it.
All right, and then hovering from the darkness of space, a circular object appears in the sky. Woo! Oh, here it is. It's the sci-fi saucer for Cinema Blue.
Klaatu brought up Nick 2. It's mine.
Nice.
From a different
It's
direction.
a sci-fi reference. Everyone give me points in the chat.
It's more hard.
But then you're the shirt still. Come on. It's got a saucer in it.
From a different direction, we have another this a jet black Art Deco styled car zooms forward, Tommy guns pointed out the windows.
It's got that little crank in the front. It's great.
No, it's that would be a Model T. This is a Art Deco era, a little bit later.
Yeah, Jabert.
Yeah.
Jabert.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's more like mobster movie, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that style. Yeah.
Also,
that style.
more guns. Mystery's a borderline borderline weapons dealer at this point.
I told you she had a lot of friends. Okay.
Yeah, apparently. I love it.
Yes, this is the EMEC for Mystery, and then we have a rising out of the ground with a skreek.
Them boys.
We have
Right here. Right here.
the massive monster, which basically just looks like Godzilla. I know it's.
I mean,
love it.
that's the original Dragon's Orb was based off Godzilla.
There you go. Of course, the EMEC for monster, and last but not least, flying out of the sun like a phoenix, wings spread out to the skies. We have the mech for Cinema Pink Romance. I like to call it the Lovebird.
Oh no!
I was hoping it was just gonna be a pterodactyl, just like I love pterodactyl.
Oh my gosh, Drew! Oh my
Does it look like a dove? It's like a robot bird.
It's like a big old
I
pink
mean-
goose.
Oh yeah.
I like the Falcon Zord.
A little bit. So I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have art for all of these EMEX individually, but
Uh-oh.
they're going to do what the Zords always do in Power Rangers. They're going to automatically combine.
Yes.
It's just like the weapons, guys.
Perfect.
We gotta get all these.
Into-
We gotta get all these mechs together.
Who's
I'm gonna make-
a foot? I want to know. I want to know who's a foot.
But here is maybe my favorite art. Here it comes. You guys ready?
Lord.
I'm
Oh,
so excited.
Lord.
So excited.
Oh.
Make it
Make it bigger.
bigger. Make it bigger.
Dude, that is dope.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the cars for the feet.
Yeah.
I'm a shield.
Yeah, you're a shield. I love it.
This is great.
Oh my
I love this so much.
goodness.
This is so fucking amazing.
I've been waiting months to
I mean,
share this.
It's basically this boy right
What?
here, but I love it. I love it so much.
So you've got the red being the chest. You've got a black being the legs. You've got green being the arms. You've got, of course, the shield being blue, and the wings. I love the wings and the little like peak off the top
Yeah.
of the head.
Mhm.
So I didn't so much like transform onto this thing as like just land on it and like hang out.
I mean,
It's like-
Versus Megazord, you've seen how these things come together.
Believe it or not, I haven't seen the Power Rangers since I was like 5. So
We should have made it required watching for this episode.
I suppose so.
Well, I mean,
Oh
it's
my
similar to how the Falcon Zord was in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It kind of became the,
Also, does not ring a bell. Sorry.
Drew, can we get these side by side? I want them.
Oh yeah, let's do it
right
that
next
way.
to
That's
each other.
better.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I love it.
Oh my goodness, we're in giant robots, everybody, says
Yeah.
Caleb. We're in one giant conjoined robot.
Flint's gonna be like, "All right, team, let's take this out for a test drive." Cause he's a car.
I got it.
I
All
love
right,
it.
we're gonna have a monstrous good time.
Riley looks at the giant bull and says, "I always hoped it was you."
I'll have what the bull's having.
Right.
I feel like Rebecca should just, or I feel like Mystery should just be over there with like a stogie, just be like smoking a stogie, and just be like,
Right.
It's changed a lot over the last couple hours, huh?
I'm in my helmet headset. It's like, this is Blue 1 checking in. Attack formation.
yeah. This is
Warm up team.
this is
What do you mean you're gonna put me in front of the sword? No.
this is red leader. We need to raise shields.
Senator Green, ready to scare up some action?
Oh my goodness.
I love you guys so much.
All right, Drew. I wanna hit this thing in the face with the
So
shield.
do you have the rules for the mechs at all?
So again, they're not that heavy on what the mech rules are. So you guys get to do what you want. So we're just gonna play, we're just gonna play this out.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
we're
Down to
in the
0
end.
tokens.
I'm going to go ahead and make a GM rule that tokens don't matter at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a mech. We're not like our individual selves
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
so-
We are the tokens.
Yeah.
I didn't do this in the foot fight with Bull, but can I try and pinpoint a weakness on him? Does he still have a shield? No, he doesn't.
No, I
No,
don't.
because he's a giant robot now.
Well, no, he dropped it because it got super hot.
Wait.
Right?
Yeah, but he's also a giant robot.
Okay, well,
He's also in a giant robot now.
what is?
Yeah, he's no. I understand what Patrick's saying. Patrick, he wasn't grown. I think he had him.
He's piloting his own mech.
Right.
Oh, so he's a little guy and a big
Yes.
guy like that.
I understood his confusion.
Sorry, apologies. I should have made that clear.
Okay. Whatever. Who cares? But figure it. It's like, no. Where's his?
Drew.
Can I pinpoint the adversary's weakness?
Yeah, that first.
I want to figure it out.
It looks like he's pretty strong. This is a very high-powered mech, as one might expect from one of the CPAs of the leader of the conglomerate. So there are not too many obvious weaknesses. However, you think if you could get behind him, you might have some assistance if you could make him stumble, but it might only be the power of your combined weapons in your one true special attack that could do it.
Okay. All right.
Drew. Can the UFO shield thing be like thrown and magnetized back like a Captain America shield?
Ooh,
Can I just like
good
can I like
question.
whip this thing off and like bounce it off a tree? So he's like, oh, this attack is the shield's gonna come right at him, but then like
I could
bounces
just
off a
pilot
tree.
I could pilot the ship back.
Yeah. So you just like pile it out, you ricochet off something, you hit him in the face, and then you come right back to the
we're
arm.
in the center here.
You guys know what I love about this gaming system?
What?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I wish I could animate this.
Yeah, let's just do like a straight up. Yeah, so we just huck this shield. We're trying to hit him in the face.
I want to commission like art from Seth from all this stuff from the game. This is so great.
So you throw your sci-fi shield, and then unfortunately, Bull blocks it, knocks it aside, and gets ready for a charge.
Oh no.
Let's
another
fly up.
action. Wait.
We got wings. Let's fly up.
I'm gonna take one of the wings and I'm going to hold it out to the side and I'm going to flutter it like it's
like a cape.
like it's a cape.
And
And I'm gonna
So-
say,
It's only partially red. It's pink. It's a light red.
it does. Oh, that's great.
Because
It's really great. I love this. It doesn't do much to distract him, but it does kick up a lot of dust in the area. And as
The downtown is devastated.
we're suddenly right outside of town, so
Yeah.
nobody notices. And so Bull Market, as he charges through, you get a good ha as you bullfight your way out. And because Bull didn't hit anything, he's a little confused and stumbles slightly before righting himself.
Okay, I want to land back on the arm, just like right next to Miles's cockpit, and be like,
I think we're all in the center right here. we're all in the thing together.
Oh.
We're not like in our individuals or
You can still be piloting it separately, but yes, typically all Rangers are in their cockpit in the center, still
Okay.
controlling all their stuff.
then yeah, I would say it's like, while he's off balance, we have to strike back.
Can we
Yeah.
charge with the sword?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, full speed ahead on those feet.
do they just like
This is our.
drive?
This is
Yes.
this should be
He has
called.
cars for feet.
Yes, this. So this charge attack should be
Like
called.
roller skates.
Yeah, it's our Tommy gun sword drive charge attack, something like that.
Yes.
Nope, that's not a good name.
Oh, come on.
No, it's,
Tommy gun charge.
We call it the need for speed.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes. So you guys zoom forward, and you take a couple slashes with your sword. Well, Bill Market responds by headbutting you with his horns on his mech's head.
Can we not hold up our shield as we do this?
He knocks
and,
it
like,
away.
He does it too fast for you to do it because you were in the middle of swings.
We had him. We had him right where we wanted him.
Yeah.
And you stumble back.
Well,
Drex calls the director kid. Do we have any special attacks with this mega effect?
do the claws do anything? Can we like bite from it? I don't know.
The director's not responding right now. I'm sorry.
I take a light turn to become demoralized by a setback. And be like, I left us on our own. God.
Is there an assistant director or maybe a PA?
Executive producer. Stat. Is there an annoying robot that can?
I would even take a best boy. Best boy.
Yeah.
We need a grip.
Flunk's gonna try to rally the troops and just say like, "We got this. We need to have it try and do that charge attack again, so that we can attack it when its back is turned." So I want to try and see if we can't like lure out that charge attack, maybe with like with a feint, try and get him to do it again, so we can dodge him, and then try to use some kind of special attack while it runs past us.
Can we
All right.
ask chat, like, how do we beat this bull?
I think
Yeah, any ideas? We would appreciate it.
Please type them in.
I have an idea. So Drex uses the power he has from his dragon effect or his monster effect, and channels his atomic breath into the sword to give it some power, to give it like a mystical, like a blazing sword.
Mm.
Your sword ignites.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Sweet.
can I set to kill the blade as well and like give it like a crackling electricity?
So the sword flips around in your hand as if you were using a slightly duller side of the blade.
Okay.
It's sharper now.
Oh, okay.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
We were holding it wrong, guys.
Those fencing classes. It's all because of middle school fencing classes. Right?
It also lights up on one side like you have a lightsaber in the hand. Fine.
All right. So let's take this sword effect in.
Oh, you only got two rangers affecting your sword.
Hold on.
Kiss it.
Oh, so can we also target, like, what do we think on this robot or whatever that we're fighting would be the most vulnerable area?
Maybe
can we target a part?
You figured that its back is the most
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
vulnerable part.
I wonder if we can fly over it and like cartwheel, like somersault over it and like hit it from behind, like stab it.
For sure, but right now we're just trying to figure out how to channel our powers into this sword.
You don't have to necessarily channel the powers into the sword. You've got
Oh.
everything you need from
Into
the
the
sword,
attack.
but into
Okay.
the attack itself.
Oh.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to tell us is that everyone has to be involved because it has to be a team effort to defeat the monster. Because that's kind of the lesson. from
Okay,
this.
so as far as the legs are concerned, the black part of this strange mech, I think that I would be flipping us around, like I just said. Can I do that?
And you've backed up and hunched down as if you're ready to spring into action.
Quick, Riley, do something cool with the wings.
Yeah.
I look at the rest of my team and I say, "You complete me."
Bouldering. Oh my goodness, chill.
And suddenly the wings spring into action and you fly in the air.
And I just caw.
All right.
Love gives you
Take
wings.
us home, McLean. Take us home, McLean.
And Tyler, Check your DMs.
Oh, no.
I forgot.
I forgot too. I'm so glad you said something.
Because as you raise your sword to use your massive final attack, you say this magic phrase that is used at the end of every filming location of all time.
And cut.
Boom! The sword flies through. The bull mech is destroyed.
That's
I
awesome.
love that I cut before and didn't even realize that's what you're gonna do. But I mean,
my goodness.
I was honestly afraid it was going to be to be continued. I'm just like
say that too.
conditioned.
To be continued.
Question mark? No, only jerk GMs do that.
I wrote that line
True.
as the final attack months ago.
Yeah. So man, we just
I love it so much.
bam, explosions and sparks and lights.
And inside the bull mech, you see bull market teleport out. Oh, he's not gone. But
Dang it!
the day is saved. You have defended your piece of the spark of creativity. Whew.
Whew. Well done, team. We
You
really
have dismissed your EMEX. Rangers, how do you feel?
pretty exhilarated. I think Drex definitely, like, despite their setbacks, I mean, he definitely feels a connection with the people that he just went through this with, and feels like he may have found a new group of friends.
I can take a skip year before Stamford and maybe hang out a little while longer in town.
So wait, so you're not going to Stanford, you're going to Stamford?
Yeah, it's
It's the one over in North Carolina.
Stanford College.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a real thing, right? Didn't we play basketball against them?
Stanford, I think, is a
And-
real thing. Yeah.
There's also a
Ford.
Stamford, Connecticut, but
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of that.
Flint's good. Flint will be like, "Good job, guys. Now let's hit the concession stand."
Cass would say, I think there's no mystery about what we need to do next. Let's go build that barcade.
Bringing it full circle. I like it.
That's where everyone starts laughing, and then it goes bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, and then the title card comes up.
and then the director shows up and says,
It's not the end of the episode.
Oh no!
I think we got to build a movie theater after this.
I know.
"Did anyone happen to check on poor Miss Hepburn?"
I'm pretty sure she died in the attacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rip.
there was a lot of collateral damage in the
No,
death.
we lost sight of her.
She is standing outside the Lumiere Theater. I think I forgot to mention the name of the theater at the end of the block. Just frazzled, but you guys all comfort her as the credits start to roll.
Are we still in costume at this point? Like, are we still looking like...
You've dismissed your ranger costumes. You're okay.
Okay.
Your identities are safe.
I didn't want to frighten her.
She's giving me so many A's. Thank goodness she's still Miss Hepburn. Read nothing into her name. I think she's still alive.
Flint brings her a refreshing icy from concessions.
Yeah, Riley apologizes that we didn't do anything to help the downtown.
There's just
Said, sorry, I guess this downtown's just always gonna be crappy and lame, and no one's ever gonna come here.
Wow.
And our town is going to suffer a slow decline into obscurity as population drop.
So
sort of feeds back on itself.
Pushes Riley aside, and we can come back next Saturday.
Sometimes Riley gets too real. It's just what he does.
And Miss Hepburn just looks up and says, "Well, we have a lot of work to do."
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I'm so
That's how it
disappointed.
ends, right?
We have some people that left right at the end because outside of town, a figure is watching the action with binoculars. Behind them, a horse sidles up. Well, partner, looks like they figured it out without us. The figure is wearing a familiar uniform, and you can see a silver star on their chest. The other, gold stars on their shoulders glistening in the sun. Maybe, W. Maybe. But this war, it's just beginning. The end.
That's fun.
Oh, I love the
That's
foreshadowing.
very fun.
Ranger, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well,
That last part went way over my head.
There's a Western and a somebody else. I don't know.
Yes. And it's I feel bad now that I've kind of spoiled it in.
Gold stars on the shoulder. Was that a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference? I think there was.
That is a
No, it's not a JoJo's reference.
Power Rangers reference. Check
Yes,
the
I know.
Discord because there's a gold cowboy ranger.
Cool.
Oh, Seth has a sketch in chat for us. Let's...
Oh man!
Oh, look at it! It's so
That's so cool.
Holy crap! That's dope.
You put that in Twitch?
The best.
Seth is the best.
That's
Seth
amazing.
is
Oh,
amazing.
man. Guys,
Ah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
I had an absolute blast. Drew, you did a
Yeah,
fantastic
Drew, you did a great job.
That was awesome.
It was
Great
it was
job.
fun. The theme was fantastic. As a Power Rangers fan, like I want to write more of like this. Like
Yeah.
this theme is fantastic. I cannot applaud you enough for that.
Drew was like, I don't want to do the July Patreon stream. It's like, well, you shouldn't have done a good job, then, idiot. You should have made a dumb
What am I hearing calling me?
I
Sorry, I just got a random phone call from somebody we went to college with.
probably a local theater company trying to hire you because this was so fun.
That's great.
They're like,
Really
can
great.
you put on Henshin Rangers the musical?
Oh man.
Skip
Well,
this.
I definitely think we're gonna have to play this again, right?
Yes.
For sure. Yes.
Oh man. Okay, I might need a little more time to write an episode 2.
That's fine.
That's fine.
As long as you get some more sweet art.
Yeah, we'll look forward to more art. We'll look forward to scheduling Drew's next adventure into the Henshin Rangers. I feel like we're gonna have to change this whole overlay. This overlay, we're gonna have to have a whole Rangers Henshin themed overlay. All of our overlays are gonna have to be colored to our Ranger colors.
In fact, you know what? Cosmic Crit's done.
Yeah, we're just,
Henshin Rangers.
you hear it here, you hear it here, folks.
Starfinder?
Yeah. I've never heard of Starfinder.
No,
What's
we-
that? Paizo? Can't hear you anymore. I'm playing Henshin.
Yeah. We're morphing crit now.
Love it. I think that's it for us. Any last things, guys? Drew, any last words as the GM of the hour?
Man, thank you guys for making this fun and easy.
Thank you so much. It was awesome.
And for those watching, we still have our challenge going on. So for the sweet voice pieces, audio
Yeah,
pieces.
our June fan challenge or July. Yeah, we're June still. Our June fan challenge still has like 3 more days left. So. And also, these streams wouldn't be possible without our Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon.
Thank you.
That we get to do this and have so much fun, and the simple fact that all of this art came from Patreon funds is just. Imagine what we could do with more.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm blown away. The designs were great, and as someone who has thought of different types of Rangers and has written different types of Rangers, I had never considered a film theme, and so Drew, again, that is just so fantastic. I'm really impressed.
It's pretty left field, but it worked so well.
Yeah. I love the
Fun.
film reel sashes that there's.
Oh, dude, there's so many things that are so great about it. I'm sure we could gush about it for a long time, but we're gonna Go ahead.
I want to spoil the art for everyone online that didn't watch us tonight. But I also want to keep it secret.
Well, I'm sure we will have this on our YouTube in a few days. So we want to try and get as many people to see this since we had such a good time. So if you missed part of the show, we'll have it up on YouTube. Hopefully by the time our new episode drops on Sunday. So look forward to that as well.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I love that we could drop this Megazord into chat and it would still take time to explain what the theme is.
All righty. Well, thanks everybody again for hanging in there with us and having a fun time. It was great, but enjoy your rest of your Saturday night. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Have a happy 4th of July.
Yes, thank everybody who came out to support me in my first ever GM session.
Yeah.
I was super nervous, and I really appreciate all the help, guys.
Drew. You did great.
Applause to Drew.
Yeah.
Bye.
And cut.